trying to get down with you. I need an interview, I'm trying to get down with you. I need an interview, I'm trying to get down with you. Get down with you, get down with you. I need an interview, I'm trying to get down with you. I need an interview, I'm trying to get down with you. I need an interview, I'm trying to get down with you. Yeah, get down with you. Yeah, get down with you.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Let You Tell It podcast. I'm your host, Caesar.
It's your boy Bola.
With the snap of the cat too was perfect. And we got a very special guest right now. Both me and Bula have been hearing a lot of word about you, bro. We've been seeing your stuff everywhere. You know, we've seen the artists you're working with. You know, go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name's Danny Zico, man. Thank you guys for having me. Appreciate it.
Hell yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Danny works with a lot of our homies. Danny has his own studio here in Canoga. He's working on a lot of our homies and their projects, and himself, hopping on them. We just heard seeing
No, his new shit.
No, we heard your shit, but
Sin Alma.
Sin Alma, yeah, he kind of gave us a preview of the shit that you guys were fucking doing. Banger, bro. I'm telling you. So y'all on the right lane right now for sure.
He had showed us it, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that's the homie Danny Zico," and we're like, "Oh, we're about to interview that for next week and shit." You know,
Small ass valley, man.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. So you know, for those of you returning new people, you know, to get down. Again, like Buller said, we're in the city of Canoga. We're at Danny Zico's studio.
Roomsy Recordings, man. Canoga Park.
Roomsy
Sir.
Recording. Why this spot?
Why this spot?
Yeah.
Because it just happened to land on my lap, to be honest. Somebody had a workspace that they were pretty much like gonna walk away from. And so they're like, you can take it over if you want it, and that's pretty much how I came about it, you know, like, and I've been here for like 3 or 4 years about.
Oh shit, okay, nice.
Yeah.
Why'd you pick this spot for the interview? Just cause like this is like
headquarters for me, you know, like, yeah, might as well use a space, you know, like,
nice.
yeah.
All your creative work revolves around this.
It all happens right here in this room, you know, right behind us, yep.
How long have you been having a studio for?
Right here, like pretty much like 3 or 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
But before that, you had a setup?
Before it was like a home setup, or I'd just be setting up in people's like garages or in their living rooms, wherever. I'd just bring my stuff and we'd record wherever, you know.
At what age were you like learning how to record people, record yourself?
I started when I was like 13. Pretty much. So yeah, it's been a while.
That's one thing I wish I would have learned, because like I remember I would see my homies like just reading music or the computer and knowing what to do, what not to do. Like it's all its own language. You feel me?
For sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But I started when I was 13. I started on Fruit Loops and shit back in the day.
Hell yeah.
Fruit Loops 3, man. They're like on 20 or something right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I remember like I seen a homie with like the jailbreaker version of it.
Yeah.
All the shit on
we had a bootleg version for sure.
Hell yeah.
Everything, I buy all my plugins and programs now, you know. But yeah.
You gotta come from somewhere though, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Humble beginnings and shit. Hell yeah, bro.
So again, like we mentioned, you know, you've been working with a lot of people we know: Sin Alma, Hazard, L2R.
Yeah.
A couple of our boys right there.
Home team,
know?
Hell yeah.
For sure, right there. You know, like,
I see you and Hazard a lot for sure.
Yeah, that's my boy. That's fucking that's compadre right there and shit. Yeah,
dope,
I could call that full friend for sure. Yeah, he's been putting in work. Fucking you know, we've been doing shows since forever, and he's got the weekly series. We do that shit right here.
The 40 ounce.
The 40 ounce Fridays. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's right here.
We do that right here.
That's how I know him from. And then when I started like paying more attention to it, and then I started seeing that he messes with a lot of people, same like circle type shit. And I was like, oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, the homie Hazard, he's from Ontario, but he basically resides in the valley now and shit. So we adopted him, you know.
Yeah. We were just talking about this on our last interview about like people that have been here for more than like 10 plus years, like they're pretty much a valley head.
Yeah, for sure. That's the homie right there. Yeah.
How did you guys link up like that?
I've been knowing him for a while from just like the scene, from doing shows. I remember a while ago, the homie Hunnit and Decent, they brought him over to do a feature when I was still recording like at my mom's house when I was like a kid, maybe like 10 years ago or something like that. And you know, like before you knew it, like fucking we got closer and shit. We got a lot closer with the whole 40 ounce Friday things, because you know we do that every week. So I see him at least once a week, you know, just for that. So I hit him up before it went viral out, and I seen what he was doing. He was just doing it at home with like, you know, just his own like camera, his own equipment. And I thought it was cool that he was being consistent every week. He was just releasing like freestyles and shit. And then I told him like, hey, I had just opened up the studio. It was like around COVID time, and I was looking for clients, you know. And so I was like, I saw him, and I was like, hey, like if you ever need a spot or like, you know, you want me to record your stuff, let me know. Like I think we can like take it to the next level and shit, you know. So
yeah, for sure.
He at first he was like, I'm good, you know. He has his teams, like, you know.
Yeah.
And actually a month or two later, like I guess something happened with his team where they were like he needed to start. He needed a place to do it from. And he hit me up, and then ever since then we've been going. You know, we're on number 275, I think, right now. Yeah, that's every week. Hasn't missed a week, man. Like
that was gonna be my next question. Has there been like a time where
never
one of you couldn't make it? No,
never. Even when like let's say he's going out of town or like he's got a vacation, we'll do like 2 in 1 week just so we're like caught up. You know,
that's what you gotta do.
Yeah.
We keep that thing on us too. You know, like shit in the chamber, like. Shit in the vault, like,
hell yeah.
I think that's always important to do.
I think consistency is really important, dog.
For sure. In anything,
sure.
consistent discipline. I mean, it would take you farther than what talent will.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely a big like, you know, inspiration to you know, if anybody's looking for inspiration on being consistent, look up 40 Ounce Fridays.
Yeah.
For sure.
Fuck yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, because like us, like minimum we want to do is 4 episodes a week. But we've been doing like straight like 5s. Like we go Wednesday through Sunday nonstop, you know.
Damn, that's
we
tough.
just took a day off on Thursday. And
that's just because I had my schedule fucked up. I thought I had it open, but then I was like, oh shit, I actually have something.
You guys gotta love it for sure.
Oh yeah. I mean, I love talking to Mike, bro, and it's crazy because our homie Bankhead was just like, bro, you look at this mic and you feel like you had a bad day or something. You can hop on here, put a camera, and just spill all the shit you can. But and then people like how you record music, or all the homies that rap. Like just seeing them drop bars inside of a booth, I'm like, damn. And I'm such. It's crazy how I'm so around it. Like recently, like mics and all that. I'm like, that's dope. Like maybe that's where my life's heading towards. Like
a microphone.
Like a mic. Yeah, for sure.
I feel it.
Yeah. So dog, shout out to Mike, because for sure it's something that's helped me in the past couple days.
For sure.
How do you feel like do you feel like your music's like a therapy in a way too?
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, 100%. Yeah, for sure. It's like a way of expressing yourself, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're like, you know, there'll be days where I won't make a song, or like even months where like I won't compose any new music. Not to say that I'm not in the studio like working with other artists, but like for my own artistry, sometimes it'll be a while just because I don't find that inspiration or whatever.
Or a feeling. I feel like
a feeling. It has to be, I have to be like in the right kind of mindset, you know, like in order
or be going through like whatever you're trying to rap about.
For sure, for sure. Yeah.
It's not like today you're like, oh, I'm gonna make a song about lean, or I'm gonna make a song about like driving a fast car, like you know, like okay, that's what I'm gonna. Nah, like it just kind of like comes naturally.
Yeah, for sure.
But you know, some folks are like, you know, I'm gonna come in, I'll make a club banger today, like I'm talk about like shaking ass or some shit.
Sometimes that's the move, though, you know.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's wrong, but like for sure, like everybody has like their own like little category they want to handle.
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure.
So I mean, like you just said, you know, you need that inspiration. You just paid us some unreleased stuff.
Yeah.
What was your inspiration?
Off camera.
That? Yeah, off camera.
Off camera.
Y'all gotta wait for that shit, all right? What was your inspiration about that?
You know? Just kind of like, you know,
because you posted it on your story already, letting people know. You know,
I just kind of like some personal stuff that I was going through. You know, just like, you know, love affairs and shit like that. And also, I wrote it with the homie Mondo, so we were kind of just talking about just like, you know, relationships, girls, and things like that. And we, you know, before you knew, we had a whole song. You know, sometimes you just gotta sit down and just like, you know, lay it all out. A lot of times when I work with artists, like that happens. Like we'll just talk like how we're talking, and then before you know it, like once like, all right, let's write, and then it's like, oh, okay, we are kind of, why don't we write about what we're talking about right now, like, you know.
Yeah, that was gonna be my next question. Like, where does your like motivation like come from? Because I know like some people like sometimes they could be in the shower and be like, oh damn, I just thought of a fucking song. But from you, it seems like, you know, you could just be having a conversation with a homie and be like, damn, like that's some real shit, you know, like let's turn that shit into a quick little hit, you know?
Yeah, definitely. It's hard because like, you know, a lot of times you wanna write about just like what you're going through and stuff, but I think it's even harder to like kind of like write per se like outside of your own experiences, to like make a story up and like, you know, write in the third person or from an eagle's eye, you know, type shit. Because we can all like, oh, like I went through this, so I'm gonna write about it. But you know, like
To paint a picture.
Paint a
of
picture,
yeah.
yeah. I think that's what I'm working on more now. You know, it's
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
just write a whole complete story. Not necessarily I went through it, but you just take from different experiences, maybe other people, things you've heard, you know, things like
And
that.
then people see some sort of picture of it when they're listening.
Yeah,
to
because
it.
if you can relate to it, if somebody can relate to it, then a lot of more people will be able to relate to it. You know.
Well, shit, I got some stories for you. I'm pretty sure
Yeah?
Buller got some stories for you.
Oh, we need
We
that.
don't have to sit down
For
and
sure.
talk about this one.
Inspire me.
Oh, I got you on
Be
that
my
one.
muse.
Off camera though, we're gonna talk about that shit off camera. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna give those people that you know that little clout for a second. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
All right, so you know a couple of artists you worked with, you know that we mentioned, like my boy L2R. You know, shout out L2R. How'd you come up, you know, meeting on him?
L2R. We met at a show too. I used to perform a lot more than I do now, but I met him at a show that I suppose, shout out I suppose from the Radmatics. He used to throw a lot of shows back in the day. Like he was one of the goats throwing a bunch of shows and stuff. So I remember I got on one of the shows on I suppose, and he was one of the artists that was there performing. And I remember I was at the corner. I think I was leaving the show, and I think his dad or his uncle, somebody just like approached me. Was like, "Hey man, good shit, bro. Like, you know, I got L2R here. You guys should work." And ever since then, we just I think we did a song, and then we've done a few songs now. Like as of now, you know,
Yeah,
that was
I know-
like 10 years ago.
I know he has like songs with like Hazard as well. Like, a couple of my favorite songs like of him,
Yeah.
you know, and that shit goes crazy.
Yeah,
bro.
hell yeah.
So some of those are like, most of them were made here.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
History,
yeah,
dog.
yeah,
History.
Yeah.
Who do you think is throwing shows right now consistently?
Oh fuck, throwing shows right
Or
now.
are we missing that in the valley right now?
You think that's on like hold right now? And nobody's throwing so much showcasings and stuff.
Shit, honestly, I don't really pop out like that. I know I throw shows, but not like consistently like that. Whenever I do shows, it's mostly just like I kind of actually put them together and stuff. So I'm not really, I don't know. I can't think of anybody that's putting shows together out right now. Like, yeah, that might be something that someone from the valley needs to like kind of, you know.
We're thinking about doing a showcase for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
And like inviting homies like you, like
We did a
people that we really fuck with, and then like
we did a show here. Hazard threw it, and it actually got packed. It was crazy. It's on his Instagram, the footage and shit. But that shit went crazy. We had this whole room packed plus people outside. It was crazy. It was a dope vibe.
Did it get like complained or like shut down or anything?
No. The cool thing about this area right here is industrial, so like nobody complains and shit.
Let's dope though.
Exclusive
But I like the
shit.
more a lot more intimate like venue shit. I feel like
Yeah.
sometimes
Yeah.
even if the artist is not as big or is big, like just having an intimate spot.
For sure.
I think people listen to the music and react to the energy a little.
Yeah, I'd rather have a small venue and pack that out than
Yeah.
have a large venue where it doesn't get filled
It doesn't
up.
look too
Yeah.
full or anything like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. It's that collective energy, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
We may have to talk after this one, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
This is
Like-
a dope little space right here.
I went
bro.
to one of my homie shows named Drebo, and like I never really like get in the pits or I'll be like turning up type thing, bro. The energy in the room was just right. I was in the middle like moshing and just turn up with somebody I didn't even know type
Acting the
shit.
bull,
Yeah,
acting the
I was booling out. But like, and then I was like, damn, I was like, that's what the energy does though, especially
Yeah.
if everyone's on the same tip. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Shout out to
hell
homie Drebo.
Shout out Drebo,
Shout out to
man.
homie Drebo right there.
What's next right now in your music career? Are you focused more on just producing for people? Do you feel like you're working on something
I
yourself?
definitely want to release like pretty much like all the stuff that I've been holding in the vault. I want to definitely release more in Spanish. I have a few things in Spanish that I think could actually go somewhere. You know.
And it sounds good. It doesn't sound like like
shit,
no sabo shit
that
or
stuff you
whatever.
played us, bro, was like like you said, no sabo. Like
Yeah,
it
it
did not
sounds
sound
good.
like that. Sounded like perfect flow type.
Thank you,
know
appreciate
what
that.
I'm saying?
English was my second language, so I've learned Spanish first.
Okay,
you know.
okay.
I'm,
Oh, yeah.
I'm Peruvian, so like
Oh,
shout
shit,
out
yeah.
Rubens. Shout out lomo saltado,
Yeah.
chaufa, all that.
ceviche,
Ceviche.
jalea.
I've heard.
I put him on game with the Peruvian food, bro.
Yeah.
So.
I've been wanting
Tell
to
him
try
to go
it.
get bro. We paid like $25 for a lomo saltado the other day.
Each.
That's about a average price.
Is it?
Yeah, for lomo saltado.
What? It went up like that?
Yeah, it's 20 to $25. Yeah, where'd you guys go?
We went to the right there
Panorama
under
Tower.
the Panorama Tower one.
Which one's that one?
It's a new spot
It's,
that just opened up not
Inca,
too
I
long
don't know,
ago.
something. Oh, I got charged $5 for Inca Cola. I said, fuck that.
Yeah, them motherfuckers be taxing and shit.
Yeah, but is there any Peruvian spots around here that you go eat?
There's a spot on Louise and Roscoe. It's like Balboa and Roscoe. It's called Peru's Taste. That was probably like one of my favorites.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Right before Balboa.
Yeah.
I literally just passed by it right now.
Yeah, and then shout out to the homegirls little mobile spot. It's called Lomos on Wheels. They're in the city of Canoga Park, right there on Sherman Way, in between like DeSoto and Canoga.
I'm gonna have to grab one of these.
Yeah,
after, bro.
there you could get a bowl for on Wednesdays. You could get a bowl for $10, a Loma bowl for $10. Yeah,
And that's hooked up.
and it's hooked and it's bomb. Yeah, for sure.
Fire.
I can vouch for it. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We on Wednesdays.
I love
then,
Peruvian
dog.
food. You been out there? Like, no, you
Peru?
visited? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I went like
Went
2
to the
years
motherland?
ago. Yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah.
How
How's
was
that?
Oh, amazing, bro. The energy's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
My family's from a little city called Cusco, so it's in the it's in the like the mountains and stuff. So the altitude always gets me whenever I go over there. Like so, but last time
Hard breathing and stuff like that.
yeah, like you go up a flight of stairs and
The way I breathe on the podcast was that's
you go up a
I
flight of
didn't
stairs and
say
you're
it,
like,
dog. I didn't fucking say it.
But so now that you bring that up, I feel like, do you feel like you're gonna put a lot more Peruvian type of like influence inside of your Spanish music, or
Like that little taste in it, you know?
I guess so, yeah. I mean, I never really think about it like that because I was born here, so I was kind of
Yeah,
like,
okay.
I'm like more of a valley guy. Like if I would go to Peru, they're just like, oh, Americano, like you know, they're not
they're not like, oh, this is Peruvian.
yeah, type shit. But I mean, like you know, I guess I got that little swag. I mean, I did grow up with a lot of Peruvian music and playing guitar and like family. Like when the family gets together, we all played like we grab an instrument, we play,
That's
sing, and
dope
stuff like
as
that.
That's
Bro.
like another thing. Like, yeah, we use different type of instruments that you can only hear in Peruvian music
Yeah.
type. You know.
Yeah.
So like, you know, when you listen to Mexican music, you hear certain things.
Yeah.
Then you listen to like music from like Salvador, Guatemala. They use a whole other instrument type. So.
Yeah, the big instruments that we would have, like the main instruments we would have was the acoustic guitar,
Okay.
the cajon. I got those tattered me, guitar, cajon, and then just like a singer. Sometimes somebody be playing the cucharas and shit, like you know. I grew up on a lot of Peruvian waltzes, the 3/4 time signature, and marineras, things like that. You know, very Peruvian music, very Peruvian.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's good that your family kept that in your life. You know?
For
Like,
sure,
as soon as
yeah.
they came over here, they didn't like just try to like.
No, yeah, no,
All right,
yeah.
we're American. No, they kept that culture in you, and
Yeah.
you were able to grow up with it.
For
as well.
sure, yeah. My mom says que todavía soy más peruano que la papa, so you know, that's me.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I like that. What got you into like making the music? Actually, like what got you into?
Damn.
it?
I'm honestly like I can't even remember not being into music. So when I was like, I remember being like 5 years old, and my brother, he's like 10 years older than me. So he used to stay in the garage at the house we used to live at in Van Nuys, and he had this whole like DJ setup with speakers that were like taller than me, right?
Hard.
So instead of like watching TV, I would pretty much just
Watch
like
him spin.
not even spin it. I would just put on. He had a vinyl thing. So like, I would just put on vinyls and then just like sit in front of the speaker and just like get lost in the music, you know. And then a little more, you know, I started like picking up the guitar and like learning how to do melodies and imitate them, you know. Like it was kind of like imitation, you know. Like it still kind of is. Like I'm like a parrot, you know.
And the records, like I've been telling people lately, like records when you hear on a record player through a speaker is just different, bro.
I've
like
been
that.
told them that though.
It's
I've
just-
been told
it's
this
just-
already.
I like this song called "It's Hard to Break a Habit." I forget who sings it, but on YouTube I heard it all my life. The other day I went to like a backyard boogie like in Santa Ana.
Yeah.
Bro, they played it on record.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
swear to God, I almost cried.
Yeah.
Shit hit the soul.
Yeah.
It hit the soul though.
It's
You
used
know?
to, I feel like it's just a lot more like warm. What they say, a lot more thicker. A lot of the music nowadays
that shit
is very bright and like brittle and thin. But as an engineer, you have to kind of like keep that in mind and make sure that your records are like full in all parts of the fucking EQ spectrum. You know, like yeah.
I think it's even just the record itself too. Just putting that needle on a record
For sure,
instead of-
yeah.
Instead of just hearing it
For
like
sure.
from a
Yeah.
like a file, I guess.
Yeah, well, yeah. Back then they used to like record more on tape, so it used to affect the sound more a lot. You know.
Crazy.
Nowadays they just record straight into the computer. you
And
know?
then that like makes
That
it more
affects
crisp.
that.
Yeah, it makes it more
It
crisp.
affects the frequency.
Yeah.
That's honestly what
I
it
can
is.
nerd. I'm gonna start nerding out right now.
Hey, let's fucking do it, dog.
Do it, bro.
Let's put
You
them on
gotta
some
fucking-
games. Yeah, that's what the fuck this is for.
Oh yeah, bro.
So when making a beat, like, what goes through your mind at first? Like, if you're making a beat for somebody or yourself, like, what goes through it? Like, how do you start it up?
I just start off with like sometimes like guitar loops. Sometimes you might just pick up a loop from online, sample an old record. I have also producers that I work with. Shout out to homie Kaiser. He just walked in. He's a great producer
What's up, my
that I
boy?
work with. He actually produced a lot of my records. And then there's Mondo that I started working with him as of recently. He produced a record that I just played for you guys.
Fire.
So sometimes I'll just get records that are already produced and I get to just be a songwriter. That's cool. You know, you just gotta like just play your part, depends. But I do like producing like for other people and stuff like that. I think I just kind of go with the flow. I don't really try to overthink it. I think when I was younger and starting out, like it was a lot of overthinking, but now you just kind of like boom, hit that, record it, move, like keep going, let's keep going, let's keep going.
You can always come back to it.
Yeah.
Always come back to it.
Yeah,
But if you
yeah.
sit there stalling, like, oh, should I do this? Should I do that?
Yeah.
The motivation or the idea could just slip away. and it's
Yeah,
gone.
definitely.
Me myself, like I love music, and like I love when like a record is sampled, especially like an older record. You know?
Yeah, they're doing that a lot now.
Yeah, like, well, now what they're doing, they're sampling the samples nowadays.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But like, I love it when like I hear a song and I'm all like, I know where they sampled it from.
Yeah.
I pull up where they sampled it from, and people are like, how the fuck did you know
Right,
that?
right.
bro?
Yeah,
It's
that's
like,
just recently
it's
happening.
just music, you know? Like,
Yeah.
you just, you know, like,
I was
listen every time.
hearing P Unit from Thames on her Thames' new album.
Oh, okay.
And I was just listening. I was like, yeah, I was playing it for the homie. Like, yeah, I really like this whole album. And then he started listening, and he's all like, "That's Sade." And I was like, "What?" And then he's like, "Play this song by Sade." Boom, and it was like boom, 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 boom. I was like, "Oh shit, that's crazy!" Like that
Shout out
that type of
Sade.
shit still
I feel
blows
like,
my mind.
I feel like
Shout out
Sade's like
Sade.
a big one that's been sampled a lot, because MF Doom, you know, one of my favorite artists, he used to sample.
He did a whole tape on her.
Yeah, he did a whole.
But she
tape.
just has a
Legend.
beautiful voice.
Yeah,
That's why.
she
it's
does.
Thames?
crazy.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna go see her at the Greek Theater in October. Got a couple tickets.
Oh, she had a. Oh, okay.
Shit.
Okay, that's
We're
dope.
gonna have to
She's
look into that one, bro.
Yeah. One of my favorite artists out right now for sure.
Is that how you be like? You could just be like driving and listening to music, like, and an older song pops up, and you're like, oh, this is a good song to sample.
Honestly, I don't do too much sampling, bro. But I do listen to a broad spectrum of music genres. You know, I don't just like listen to rap or listen to this or that. You know, I listen to a lot of shit.
I
bro.
think sampling comes more from like crate digging. So like when we go back to doing
True.
records. So
Yeah.
people who really want to like sample, they have to dig through a crate,
Yeah.
put on little, and like hear a certain like little.
when I
part.
started making beats, I used to sample a lot of old songs. Like that's how I started. When I was like 17, I went through my phase where I wanted to kind of be like Muggs or like have that Psycho Realm sound.
Yeah.
Like those hard hitting hip hop drums
Yeah.
and old school
Like kind of
samples.
boom bap type shit, like underground, like.
So I went through my phase. Like that's how I learned how to like make beats during that era and stuff. So I definitely have a love for sampling and crate digging and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
for sure.
But as of now, I really like to make everything kind of original.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think that has a time and place for it. you
Yeah,
know?
for sure. And not to say that, oh, I'm only doing this, I'm only doing that. It's just kind of like, if today we're doing a sample song, or then we might just do it, you know? Like, it's kind of like cooking, you know? Like, you're not going to use garlic every day.
all the time.
But you might,
but
you know,
the day,
use a little bit here and there.
Yeah, that's why you have a
Shit.
cabinet full of spices and
Exactly.
seasonings, because you never
Yeah,
know.
that's a good way to fucking put
That
it.
shit, that was
bro.
honestly great. That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's a great way to
fucking
fucking put it. Like,
This guy's a fucking good guy right here.
I'll be here all night.
So, what do you prefer more? Like, honestly, like your true honest opinion. Do you prefer producing more or being a songwriter?
I would say songwriting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I just think top lining, you can express yourself more. I like singing. I like melodies, you know, and I honestly feel that there's a lot of great producers out there that I just would love to like work with, and I just think even within my own circle, I feel like there's already people who do that better. So why not use everyone's strengths to create a better like outcome, you know?
Yeah, true that. True
Yeah.
that. True that. Is there a couple of like valley artists that you've been wanting to work with, and like maybe soon in the works?
I want to work with Robs, A1A Robs.
Okay.
Yeah, and
That's what we
we've
hitting,
been,
bro.
yeah, we've
That's
been
tough.
talking about it. He's actually been here a few times. We just like haven't really found the right beat or the right like moment.
That
to,
would
like,
just
get
be going
together.
ham on the like. He just come like, yo,
He has
I'm
a
gonna
couple
fucking,
songs,
I'm gonna come fuck
Yeah,
your baby
yeah.
mama, shoot the block up, and like type shit. He hard though. I fuck with him, bro. Trust
He's
me.
very versatile. For
Yeah,
sure.
no, but yeah, I feel like he get on any type beat. Like
Yeah,
this
anytime.
A1A hose ones that he has. That shit is
That's his
banger.
classic, bro. That's
Yeah,
his
like-
classic.
Yeah, I know which one.
So yeah, shout out to A1A Ross, man.
Yeah, he's dope. He was actually yesterday. I DJ'd at the pub right here in Canoga, and he came through with his wife, and he
That's
chopping
dope,
it
bro.
up and stuff. We're doing
He's
karaoke.
I think he's a figure for sure in the
For sure,
in
yeah.
the A1A.
One of the
like,
best, one of the best.
Yeah, for sure.
I remember when I was like a youngster, when I was like 16, 17, maybe 15, 16.
Yeah.
When Hobson was coming out.
Bro.
And I remember meeting Hobson at my homie's studio at his house, Peruvian Black. And I was just so like, fuck, like this was fucking dope. And this is before he blew up, before Ruthless, he had came out with this song called Super Duper Fly and put it on LimeWire and shit way back in the day.
LimeWire, they bringing it back on that.
I'm like fucking telling my age, revealing my age right now. But I remember like thinking like, damn, this was fucking hard, bro. And like I was like, yo, let's do a song. And I went to his house, we did a song, and then like before you knew it, like a few months later, I think like he called me. He's like, hey, bro, I'm getting signed to Ruthless, so don't put the song out. And then boom, he just took off, bro. He started.
But you have that in the vault though. For
I have the song, but I mean, it would never come out now because like it's just
not yet. But
it's not my sound anymore. And I was like 17. I don't sound like that.
But that's dope though.
Yeah, no,
you hopped on a song with
I have.
Oh, we gotta hear it after.
I have. Yeah, I'll show it to you guys.
You have a song with him, like
yeah.
someone that like fucking. One of the first ones I feel like everyone from the Valley was like, oh, he's from the Valley.
One of the first ones to really pop off from the internet, really, not just from the Valley.
You're right. That YouTube shit, all the videos he used to make was crazy. When he used to put like the contacts on.
The Illmind Hobson and shit.
The Illmind.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
wow. that was a crazy time on the internet, bro.
Yeah, and he's like from out here too. So he went to Monroe High School and stuff. Like
That's
you know,
crazy.
like we used to live off of Van Nuys and like.
I wonder where he's at now. I wonder what he's doing. He's still making music?
I think he was living somewhere in like Bali, like I don't really keep up, but he was living like somewhere crazy, like you know.
But that's not doing music type thing.
I don't know I don't know, bro. I think he did release something not too long ago, but he's just so legendary, bro. Like,
oh, for
sure.
Yeah. When it comes down to the Valley, that's
I feel like he could take a break and be cool, you know, like
he did his part. He did his part.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's like times. So sometimes it's gonna be the one where you're popping, and then you gotta have to like step back.
Yeah.
Where you like basically leave when you're up.
Yeah,
instead of trying to do the most, and then you're like,
it's like gambling. It's
you gotta get out with your winning.
You're gonna bust.
Bro, dropping gems right there, bro. Like the way you're fucking putting everything is perfect. Spice cabinet, gambling. That's exactly the way to look at it. And especially like people that are like that don't know about the industry, they can see it like that. Like, oh, okay, I understand what he's saying. You know, like it's shit like that.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Definitely.
So what's another person you want to work with here in the Valley other than anyone else?
Let's see. Other person in the Valley that I want to work with.
They don't have to just be a rapper. They be singers. I mean, you brought up a couple names too. So.
Damn, I can't really think of anybody off top right now. I definitely want to get something with my boy A18 Ink. We haven't gotten in the studio yet.
I think the way I seen him was with PG Spills.
Yeah,
he be having them a lot.
Yeah. I just did a song with him too.
Bro, PG too. Hey, PG slept on, bro, but he got bars.
Yeah, no, he got bars.
I met him through my homie Raim, and I remember the first time I met PG, like was like doing a video, and boom, I get elbowed in my head. I'm like, ugh. I'm like, who the fuck? I look back, it's like big ass light skinned dude, like, for my bad G, and I was like, nah, you straight, like, but he like always been cool, and then I start seeing him like take care of his daughter, start programming, writing shit, consistent. He's dropping real dog shit though. Like
he's got like a very particular taste, I would say, like because I see a lot of people, but he's one of the artists that like. He's like, I don't know. You think it's I don't know. Like he's always trying to push the boundary.
Yeah, he's like
and trying to perfect his craft.
I reposted this video. He's like, my bitch going in because I'm going now. I'm a dog, but I never bow. I'm like, yo, this and everybody was reacting to that shit. So I was like, yeah, that's someone I do want to get on the pod, but I think he's been doing good, and I understand bring that up because I do see A18 Ink with him.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
I see I like that motion, like. The homies like bring up other homies and I know this will do and then we just start building like this little like
Yeah, that's the home team right there, bro. We be playing ball and shit like that's the homies right there. Yeah.
Well, PG A18 Spills. I mean PG Spills that A18 Ink cop on the pod. Man.
Oh yeah, all day.
For
sure. That would be dope.
Yeah, they would love to do this shit for sure.
So what part of the Valley did you actually grow up in?
I grew up in Van Nuys, and then we came out here. So I've been in Canoga Park for like the past like 10 years, you know. But I grew up till I was like 15 in Van Nuys before, like when the '94 earthquake happened.
Okay.
That's when we came out to the Valley. Before then, I was like in East Hollywood. So
that's crazy.
East Hollywood, Van Nuys, Canoga Park.
I used to work with my homegirl, Marlene. I think she knows you. She used to rap in Spanish. I don't know her Spanish rapping name.
Marlene. Spanish rap.
She's a little bit like she's like chunky. She's like
Oh, okay.
She raps Spanish, but I remember took a picture with you.
Yeah.
At playoffs, and she was like, "Oh, Zico, that's the homie Zico." I'll show you her Instagram after.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, "No way." She's like, "Yeah, I know that fool. He grew up right here in East Hollywood." Because I grew up in East Hollywood too.
Yeah.
Like,
is it Jay? Maybe.
I don't know. I think so.
No.
She has
said
like,
she raps.
Yeah, she raps in
Yeah,
Spanish.
That's crazy. I can't
Yeah,
think
like,
of anybody.
but you'll see once I show you the thing, the Instagram. I don't want to pop it out right now.
No,
and do
yeah,
that.
no, you're good.
But what I want to say that. But yeah, I grew up in East Hollywood too, right there, Cahuenga, all that, like
Okay, that's what's
Vine,
up.
all that bullshit. So
Yeah.
went to Van Ness down the street. So
Okay.
how long were you in East Hollywood for?
Oh, only till I was like 5 years old.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I think I lived there like most of my life, and then when I was 10, that's when I moved to the Valley.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I still had like like an aunt and cousins and stuff that like live out there in East Hollywood and stuff. But yeah, no, I'm a Valley boy, bro. Like that's how I identify. Like
Yeah, for
Valley
sure.
shit, yeah, for sure.
We love to hear it.
100%.
Yeah, shout out
Hot
to
as
Valley,
fuck,
bro.
but we
It's hot
love
as
it.
fuck, I know. But it's crazy because I hear a lot of people like East Hollywood gets brought up a lot from people from here from.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think.
Probably
a
because
lot.
it's just like so over the
Yeah,
hill.
you're
you know?
right. Yeah, right next to it, it's the first one. Like, fuck
Yeah,
it.
for
That's
sure.
crazy.
Yeah, definitely, bro.
Would you moving to the Valley like your first time? Like, how was it for you? I know you moved here at a young age, and
Yeah.
shit, but like, how was it?
So I remember the day. I remember waking up because like we went from an apartment to a house, and I remember waking up in the house and being so excited, like, oh, my mom bought a house, and running around, and I was like, where the fuck am I? And then I found her in one of the rooms, like looking over some papers, and then I run to the back and there's a pool. I was like, damn, it was such a dope feeling, like
Fuck it, we made that shit, man.
yeah. It was a dope ass feeling, bro. But I also remember the '94 earthquake. That was like a traumatic experience, bro.
No way, like
yeah.
you.
I remember I was 4 years old. I was 4 years old when that shit happened, bro. Fucking, we're living in the second story apartment in East Hollywood.
It was bad.
Oh, it was bad, bro.
Bad.
It was scary as fuck.
So the next one's gonna be worse.
Probably.
The next one's gonna be way worse. It's gonna happen, bro. We're waiting for that shit.
Damn it.
Yeah, I remember we were in the second story, and then I got woken up, and we like, the whole family, we're in the car. We ran down the stairs. We're in the car, and my grandma, bless her soul, she's a Jehovah's Witness, and she's just very religious, and she was like saying, Armageddon's coming. And I'm 4 years old, like, fucking freaked out, like, oh shit, grandma, fuck. She was right. Repent.
But like you can feel the ground shaking type shit.
Yeah,
or what the
bro.
fuck? Like it
No,
was
yeah.
like nonstop. Like you were
Yeah, there
walking.
was aftershocks while we were in the car. Yeah, it was a scary. For a 4-year-old, that shit was scary as fuck, bro. Even for an adult.
You were
it
at
was-
war.
What time was this
Yeah.
at? I forgot what
It
time.
was
It
in the
Early
middle of the
morning,
night.
no?
It was in the middle of the night or early morning. Yeah, like my
The only other person I hear talk about it is Vaughn. Vaughn be talking about that.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, I'd be like, bro, I
You're
don't
getting
know.
motherfuckers' age already, bro. Come on, bro.
Hey, Dave, what are you talking about? It's all right, bro.
It's all good. I'm still young.
Yeah, come on, G.
You know what I'm saying?
You right next to us, bro. So I'm gonna
Hey,
say
man,
shit.
shut your ass up, bro. I got a couple years. I got a couple.
A couple.
Exactly, a couple. One is one, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Don't feel you'll feel the next earthquake, fool. You're straight.
We'll see. Hopefully not. Hopefully in the sky or something, man.
Nah, don't say
Flying
that.
over motherfuckers.
Wonder what happens when you're in the sky and an earthquake happens.
Nothing. You don't feel it.
Who
fool.
knows? There's
you're just like,
vibrations and frequencies and shit. The sky shakes too, dog.
No, it
It's a
doesn't,
fucking.
bro.
It's a hologram.
It's an earthquake.
Not a sky.
Not a skyquake.
Yeah. What are you saying,
The
dog?
gravitational pull, dog. You never
Shut
know.
the fuck up.
You never know. You know what? I'm gonna now study that because you guys made me feel stupid. Fuck you guys.
So once you started doing music, like, how did your mom like take it? Like, was she like supportive?
She would always encourage me. Yeah. She would, we'd like, when we'd get together since I was a kid, we'd always like, play music. She would sing. My uncle would like play guitar. Like my cousins would like fucking sing too, or like fucking play a drum or a tambourine or some shit, We wouldn't like get together and like I said, we wouldn't really watch TV too much. I think my mom did that on purpose. We would like get together and just like play music as a family.
Actually, enjoy the presence of each other.
Yeah.
I think that's what for sure.
That's lacking
everybody's
nowadays.
been.
Yeah,
I
and
feel like
we don't
that's
even
like-
do that no more. But it was kind of how we grew up, so we take that from
With
our
you.
childhood with
Yeah,
us,
for sure.
into our adulthood.
I mean, look, it turned you into a very creative person.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely did. It's all her fault.
And with that, like, with that, like, okay, like growing up with your cousins, stuff like that, them doing music with you guys, are any of them still into music, or
No,
are you
no.
the last one?
I'm the only one, really. Yeah. My cousins are great dancers, though. I'll give them that. But they're not pursuing it as like a career, But yeah, no, they are great dancers in my family for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Like what kind of dancing? Like
just like they like salsa dancing,
Okay.
bachata,
Yeah.
like, you know, but like mainly salsa. They're great salsa dancers.
I can't.
Salsa
dance
is
the
a
same
hard.
way, bro.
It's like a lot of steps.
Salsa is big in Peru, you know.
Okay.
So like yeah, salsa. I love salsa too. Like real, listening to a lot of that. Different like that's like a different vibe too, you know. But I can appreciate the instrumentation, you know, the live instruments
for
and,
sure.
And the composition and the salsa record, you know.
Of course.
Yeah.
Man, the live instruments, like especially like when live, that's just crazy how long they can go for. Like just fucking.
They're all sweating and shit.
Yeah, like.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen videos of like fools like and like Cuban.
That's
clubs
why they
and
have
stuff
the
like that.
three
Yeah,
open.
the three open buttons.
air.
Air it out.
Like.
Nah, but I feel like salsa dancers back then, they were probably all off a blow, so they're just all sweating it out, you know?
That's
They're
what I
just
imagine too, right?
Oye, chico!
Back in the heyday, back in the golden era of
Yeah,
salsa.
disco, like Studio 90s, all this
For
bullshit.
sure,
That's
definitely,
crazy.
bro, definitely.
What are your plans like as of like with your music career, like as a writer, as a producer, and as like having your own studio? Like, where are you trying to see everything go?
Man, I don't really know, bro. I want to, but these are my, I guess, short term plans. Is I want to get a full-time manager going, to help me with like putting more stuff out, getting it out, promoting
Gigs and
it.
stuff like that,
Yeah, just like getting the word out about my music, you know, because it's just been me for like the longest time.
Yeah.
I think I've gotten to a place where like I'm happy where the studio's at. I mean, there's always room to keep growing and stuff, but I've been focusing on getting this like steady, you know, a steady business for my recording studio business. So I think the next step is just keep putting music out, focus more on the artistry, getting a manager, and just progressing, bro. You know, as an artist, you know.
And you're getting better every day.
Yes, sir.
But that's dope. I mean, look at you. You have something that you built from scratch, and you actually have steady clientele now. So I feel like you should be proud of yourself and pat yourself on the
It's a
back.
beautiful
sometimes.
thing, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like we be going too hard on ourselves
Yeah,
or in the grind.
For sure,
And
yeah.
then you don't really sit back and be like, oh shit, like this is actually pretty cool.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
who the fuck's doing
I gotta
this,
remind
yeah?
myself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
sure.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Like, you gotta like honestly like once in a while just like stop and like smell the flower.
Yeah, for
like,
sure,
Because
yeah.
I don't think enough people do that.
Yeah.
I keep telling him, you know, like he doesn't do that enough.
Yeah.
Well,
He's very.
I
hard
enjoy
on
the
himself,
moment, but I guess I don't smell the flowers.
bro. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you.
He's hard on himself. He's really hard on himself. Like he doesn't see the person he is and like who he knows. And stuff like that, like people that he's like really tapped in with.
Yeah.
And it's not even being tapped in with them, like he's built relationship with these people, you know?
Yeah.
And he doesn't see that. And I've told him like, bro, like, don't you know who this is,
Yeah,
bro?
I could tell when I met you at the playoff store. You're a cool cat.
Oh, yeah, thank
And
you, bro. I
and
appreciate
And
you.
you put your heart into your business too.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
That shit was busy too. You used to
was
remember that
hella
shit?
busy, bro, hella
I was
busy.
like, after a while, I was just chugging the Hennessy, like, yo, you gotta fucking wait. There's 20 fucking orders. You want a shirt?
Everybody's
Here,
there like, where's my plate?
And I was like, here's a shirt. There's a shirt. I was like, shut the fuck up, bro.
Giving out free shirts, like, so you can't complain about the wait
Oh,
time.
yeah. Now you, what are you gonna say? Like, oh fuck.
I was like, fuck.
there was one point where and you know what? I'll take full responsibility for this one.
Oh.
I gave it. The Henny bottle was me. I gave this for the Henny bottle.
Oh, okay. You're the reason.
I fucked up.
First he's like, yo, I'm trying to help him. Henny bottle.
I was the one that was like, hey, fool, come cook for this. A bad fool will be good for you. And then I fucked up. You know, I'll take
The
responsibility.
rice is all burning.
But like playoff store, like that's home team there too, because they've been very, very like big people when it comes to like what I did in the valley. Like the first 3-4 years I started my business, they were just like, yo, pull up, and I'll just start selling from the front. Never ask me for shit. Like, clearly you break people off. Like, hey, here's a bowl. Like, or the dopest one is like, when I started getting to know them, I wrapped up one time and everyone was like, man, we're about to go hit the bar and get something to eat. I was like, all right, fuck it. And it's like everyone that you know from the playoffs that you can think of.
It's like a very family
very
vibe.
oriented. Yeah. And then so we go, we're at the bar, and then the bar next to you can't cuss in there.
Oh,
so
cases,
we're,
cases.
So we're all laughing like to ourselves because we're like just not trying to cuss, saying dumb
Yo,
stuff.
that spot is a trip because you can't like wear a tank top, you can't wear your hat backwards,
Yeah.
you can't cuss.
Yeah.
It's
What
like
happens if you cuss?
Like
They
you can
just,
get
like,
kicked out.
they-
Yeah, it's basically like
they give you a fucking stink eye.
That bar is like a place in time. Like if you ever want to feel like how maybe like I felt maybe in the like I don't know 70s or 70s or shit. You go in there and motherfuckers are like squeaky clean. Like you
But
can't.
you know why? It's
Just
worth it?
older.
The drink, they have alcoholic. They have a full bar, and the drinks are hella cheap there.
Are they?
Hella cheap there, quality drinks.
But you
too.
can't cuss though, and
can't
we be
cuss.
fucking. We'll be like, oh fuck, oh shit, damn.
Got put money in the swear jar.
Shit. Oh, shit.
But the funniest thing is that we're doing that. After a while, we leave, and I'm like, everyone's like, damn, we're hungry. And I'm like, I was like, it was like deep. It was deep. I was like, well, if everyone gives me like $10, I'll just bring all this shit down. The rest of what I have, everyone just goes, here you go, and then bam, like. So I built like a dope real relationship.
That's
That like
dope,
shit
yeah.
that like it's never been about.
Gotta keep this for right.
Yeah, thank you, bro. Appreciate you. We don't keep you
Hey, you
around
got
too.
$10?
Hey, that was 3 years ago. Inflation's a
Price is up, dog.
Inflation's a motherfucker.
Take
You
it-
gotta give me like a dub now, bro.
Take your breath.
I swear,
I was
hey.
literally just talking to him about some shit like that, bro. I'm like,
Nah.
hey, bro, I'm trying to do this. How much? Well, I usually charge 25, but I'll do 20 for you.
Yeah, he was like, what the fuck? I was like, fool, it's a hibachi plate.
Yeah,
Oh, you're
yeah.
right, you're right.
Yeah, no, I get that.
I'm telling you, $25 for
sure.
lomo saltado. Like to me,
Yeah.
back then I would pay like 15. I would go to Mario's and shit right there on mine.
Yeah, Mario's
like
is
fool.
a staple.
I'm like the
Yeah.
Peruvian. There's another one right there on Van Nuys and right before like Victory, in the middle of Victory and Manon.
Machu Picchu.
Yeah, fire.
Yeah, yeah.
It's my shit, bro. I fuck with it. My
What
mom.
was the first one you said?
Mario's.
Where's
That's
that
the one I
one?
told you I wanted to take you to.
Where's
it's
that
on
one?
Vine.
Melrose and Vine.
Yeah, it's like a like historic Peruvian spot. It don't taste the same no more, but all the lines used to be around the
around
corner,
the
bro.
Yeah, there's actually one on Melrose down the street. I forgot what it's called, but that one's like giving Mario's a run for their money.
Oh,
too.
for sure. I bet.
I just recently actually fucking ran into. I was in downtown doing some shit, and I looked up Peruvian food just to see like what's around, and there was this hole in the wall spot, bro. It felt like you're in Lima, like in a gutter ass place, hole in the wall. You walk in there, it's like a little ass, tiny ass spot. Doesn't even feel like it's a restaurant, but bro, as soon as I walked in, I smelled it, and I heard the lady's accent. I was like, this spot's about to be fire, bro.
hell
And
yeah.
there you could get a lomo for like $15. And sit
Fire.
down and shit.
Mario
I got
sounds-
taught. I got taught how to make lomo saltado once, but I feel like that's a dish I should keep making.
I'm sure you kill
Yeah,
it. You
yeah,
would kill
for
if you
sure.
do the hibachi stuff.
Yeah.
You kill the lomo.
I like doing the lomo and the actual like the walk.
walk?
Yeah.
For
People don't know about that.
Yeah.
That place Mario's, I feel like I've heard it before from somebody. I would double check.
It's a staple. It's
Yeah.
a staple. So you
Definitely.
probably have.
Mario's is always like it's been for a very long time the best Peruvian
Yeah.
food. in
But
LA.
it fe- it
or
fell
at least
off.
or at least the most popular.
Yeah, but it
Fruit,
did fall
yeah.
off. Like I even used to do like the chicken saltado, all that shit. But
But shout out that place on Wall Street in downtown. Fuck, I can't remember the name. Man, that spot is fire. Yeah.
Downtown got some. They got some spots, bro. Downtown's low key. Like I've been doing weed pasting and stuff like that. So at night I'm there. I'm like, man, this is crazy because you have like people with money like drinking, and then you have like the zombies like walking like right next to each other. I'm like,
It's like The Walking Dead down there, man.
it's like Gotham City, bro.
Like downtown LA?
Yeah,
Yeah, like downtown, like Broadway, all that, like and we're just weed pasting, like
Yeah.
the little you see the posters and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
So that's another thing I'm trying to build right now. I'm trying to build like an ad company, so I'm trying
Okay,
to just like
street teams.
Yeah. Because I mean, bro, it's my cousin that does swim. To see what I mean, he does like printing all that. He's been putting
that
me on a
what
lot of games.
swim stands
Yeah,
for?
see what I mean.
That,
Yeah, it's crazy. Shout out my cousin.
Oh,
Yeah,
cousin
that's
A.
actually dope as fuck.
Yeah, so like, bro, he's been in the game for like 10 years, bro. So he's taught me LA. He's taught me like showed me a lot of people. But the city is there's so much things we could do like where we're not supposed to pay so much, but the thing you gotta go put in that work though.
Yeah, for
Especially
sure.
with promotion, like marketing. It comes even for music or the podcast.
Yeah,
or whatever
man,
we're doing.
a lot of people, including me, I'm like lost as to like how the
Market?
fuck, how the fuck do you market yourself? How do you like put your music out there? And like I've been just recently learning about different things that you could do like with music. Of course, social media plays like a huge factor, you know.
But there's so much. I feel like there's so little you could do on social media. Though. Like after a while, posting every day, the reel, and it doesn't start popping. And then I feel like it's
You just gotta keep doing it.
Yeah,
though.
but I feel like
look at the homie Hazard. He did that. He. I don't think he popped off. He posted like 100 and something, like 115 weeks straight before TikTok caught on and it fucking blew up on fire. So like you just never know. You just kind of like that's why the consistency is such a big factor, bro.
But I do feel like people sometimes get like, oh, I shouldn't do that because there's some people that just post twice and then they're booming.
That's true.
That happens.
Yeah,
but I'd
happens.
rather do what Hazard did, like that slow, like grind to build up,
Yeah,
and then
definitely.
boom.
Definitely.
Because then he actually has like something to stand on. Like, yeah, I actually deserve to.
Perseverance. Just don't stop. You know,
Yeah.
like if you're not where you want to be, just keep going. You know, like that's all you can do. So
it's like we've said it before. Like I think the end of the day, like you enjoy the ride.
yeah, for
You
sure.
know, like when you look back at it, you're not gonna just be like, oh, well, I started and now I'm here. No, you're gonna be
Yeah.
like, oh, I started here, I went through all these fucking ups and downs.
Yeah, sometimes when you're in it, it's hard to see how much progress you have made. You know, but like you said, you gotta give yourself a pat on the back because like as long as you're progressing, as long as like you're getting somewhere, it's cool, man. Just keep going. You know, like for all the people that are creatives out there. So I know it's like disheartening a lot of times. Like, why am I doing this? Why don't I just fucking like?
Why isn't it working?
Yeah. Why don't I just fucking get a job and clock in 9 to 5? Fuck it, forget all the art shit. But I've tried. I've done that several times in my life before when I was like in my 20s and even like in my 20s, teenager. Like when I was like, let me just fucking get a job and like fuck music. I'm gonna take a break. But like that's when I'm the most unhappiest and like depressed and like sad. Cause like once I'm just like locked in on doing a job and I'm not creating, like fuck, I feel like something's missing in my life. You know what I mean? So I that's the way I take it. Like I don't think I could ever stop creating one way or the other.
Yeah, you're a creative person, so like it doesn't matter. Maybe you can, even if you start cooking or something, you're gonna find a creative way to start doing it. It's just crazy because even me that I cook, but if I start doing some music stuff, I'll be like, oh, like let me try to. You just have that little tick in you, bro. Or we can start painting something, and you can see that he kind of is creative, and you probably never painted in your life. You just have this thing in your head that makes you.
I suck at drawing.
Painting. We said painting
and cooking
and painting.
Yeah, man.
All right, we're gonna stick to the music then.
Stick to the music for sure.
But that's something I do try to tell people is like, if you're not really happy with what you're doing, and maybe you quit, and people be like, why are you quitting? Like, that's a stable job, and like, but like, I'm not happy though.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel like I'm doing shit.
And happiness is important. Life is short, bro. So like being happy is very important. Like
you don't know how long you have on this fucking.
You really don't.
Or maybe not even being happy, because maybe happy could be overrated, but just feeling like content,
fulfilled.
Like,
yeah, fulfilled.
God, this fucking guy. But yeah,
y'all should have seen the bromance off camera, bro.
Vocab time. Pick these words and it just start.
It ain't gonna be Buller and Caesar no more. It's gonna be Buller and Danny on this bitch.
Stop being jealous.
As
we were saying that.
Hey, so what are you doing?
Not with me, dog. Fuck this fool.
You just gotta be content, bro. And then sometimes people won't understand what you're really doing. Like I read this one poem that's like, people look at this one, like people might think I'm playing or am I working hard, and they could be the judge of it, right? But at the end of the day, like literally they know I'm doing both. Like I'm working hard, but I'm playing at the same time.
Right.
And like that's how literally I feel I take my life. Where everything that some people might not like is like, you need to take stuff serious. You got 2 kids. Like, what the fuck are you doing? It's like, bro, like, yeah, I have 2 kids, but if I'm not content with myself, how am I gonna be able to like give them any type of like,
what kind of example am I gonna be?
Yeah, or quit, forget about my dreams, and then one day when they grow up, be like, Daddy can't be whatever I want.
Hell
nah, because you need to like go to do this. Nah, I'm gonna tell them you can do whatever the fuck you want, because look what the fuck
life is about balance, man. I always say that all the time, but it's corny, but like it really is. Life is about balance. It's about keeping your finances straight, trying to achieve your goals, like family, friends, business, all that stuff. You gotta balance it all out.
Balance and sacrifice, and you'll be good, huh? And discipline, hard work, and dedication. Hell yeah. Burpees. Burpees.
Burpees. But I feel like when it comes down to that, like the judgment. I mean, I think if you're trying to do what you love, fuck what people gotta say. At the end of it, it's what's gonna make you happy. And if you're not doing something that's not making you happy, then you shouldn't be doing it.
It's the fools that fucking ain't doing shit that always talk shit, say like, oh, well, look at him, I could do that. Like, well, motherfucker,
why aren't you doing it?
Yeah,
why aren't you fucking doing it?
Why don't you do it, bro? Like, So that's why I say, like, just keep doing you. Like, fucking keep going. Like, who cares what the haters gotta say? Like you said, Like.
No, yeah, exactly. Because it's just like, at the end of it, you gotta do what makes you happy. Because if you're doing something and you're not happy, you're gonna be fucking miserable. You're gonna take it out on other people. For example, if you have kids, you're gonna go to work, be fucking miserable. You're gonna come home, Daddy, can we do this? Leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah.
If you're a real fucking piece of shit like that.
Yeah.
But if you're doing something that makes you happy, you come home, Dad, let's do this. We're gonna do something better. We're gonna do this instead. Let's go, or we'll do whatever you want. Shit like that. Like,
definitely.
Fuck what all the haters gotta say. Because if they could say, oh, I can do that. Why aren't you fucking doing it?
Yep.
You're not doing it for
just do you,
reason.
Playboy. Just do you.
Type shit.
Do you.
Type
shit.
Alright, we're gonna get to the end, bro. We're gonna start wrapping it up now.
Talk that shit, Danny. Talk that shit on that mic. What you got? Plug in, son.
Yeah, go ahead and do your plugs.
I got this new song called Buena Suerte. It's coming out. It's the one I previewed with you guys.
Shit is amazing.
I'm gonna go really hard for the rest of this year, and I'm gonna drop a bunch of records that I've been holding on to, and creating some more. If you guys are looking for a studio to record in the Valley, hit up The Room ZLA on Instagram, or you can hit my Instagram up, Danny_Zico. Well, you guys, we can put it like in the about or whatever, but like, yeah, man, hit me up. I'm always down to work. I'm very approachable. I'm very affordable. Just holler at your boy.
Y'all heard it here first. Again, bro, thank you for coming on the
Shout
pod.
out Danny, you have a beautiful voice. We'll keep singing to the ladies, man. So you better watch out.
For
Danny
y'all,
coming.
For y'all that haven't streamed, go stream his music. You can find it on all platforms at Danny Zico, right?
Yeah, Danny Zico, yeah. Zico, yep.
ZICO. Y'all heard it here first, you know, again, bro. Thank you for coming on the pod, you know.
Thank
you. Great ass fucking story, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you, bro. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
for coming, bro.
Again, thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Let You Tell It podcast. I'm Caesar.
It's your boy Bola.
And we out here.
Peace.
Interview, I'm trying to get down with you. I need an interview, I'm trying to get down with you. I need an interview, I'm trying to get down with you. Get down with you, get down with you. I need an interview, I'm trying to get down with you. I need an interview, I'm trying to get down with you. I need an interview, I'm trying to get down with you.